All right, we should be live on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How are you all doing today? The one day or a couple days take my jacket off, I thought it would still be a little bit warm. It's like 63 degrees right now. I hope my body warms up. I'm wearing short sleeve shirts. It was a nice day. Anyway, can somebody check the sound for me, please? Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? Let me know if you can hear me clearly and see me clearly. All right. I'm just going to wait for that. There's just some really loud. Hold on. I don't know what the heck that is. Oh, they're playing some music, like I think there's like a live band in there or something. They're playing some music, but it's all good. I think it's just a band there, cover band. Yeah, I'm not worried on the mobile streams, with incidental coverage regarding copyright claims. I haven't ever had one, so not worried about it. Oh, I'll be right back. Forgot to do something. Oh. All right, we are back live. We are back live. Man, that is really, really loud. Wow. Hey, GLM, how you doing? I'm only going to do 2 laps today. Can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly? Can you folks please verify that you can hear me and see me? I'm not going to get into it until people tell me that they can hear me and see me. Got 22 people here. 4 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. I'm still waiting for the first person to say they can hear me and see me. I guess I'm going to be waiting. It's odd to me with 23 people here. Not one person is unbanned and can say that they can hear me. Maybe some of you are doing those DoorDash deliveries, right? You're driving, right? I get it. Well, I guess I'm not going to say anything until, well, I am talking, but I'm not going to get into it until I get some verification that I'm going out. Be right back. Let me do something. All right, we should be back live. I reset the audio just in case because no one's verified that they can hear me yet. Well, I'm going to assume that all is well. Sifu Smo, how you doing? Can you hear me and see me? Can you hear me tap into Furry Ball here? Is the audio good? How you doing, bro? It's been a while. I hope you're doing well, Dion. Somebody let me know if you can hear me and see me. Come on, for Christ's sake. How hard is this? Do I have to spend the first 10 minutes of my show? Thank you, bro. Thank you for the caps, too. That's wonderful. Hope you're doing well, man. Don and I have you in our thoughts and prayers. And, Dawn's been recovering from her ankle, and she's had some other medical things, but pretty much got everything in order. She's just going to be healing on that ankle for several months, probably throughout at least the next 2 months or so. She can't put any weight on it, and then another 3-4 months after that till it's fully healed. So how's everything going, dude? Well, yeah, it's going all right. I mean, you've missed a lot, bro. Let's put it to you that way. So you're not going to probably have any idea what this show's about. But yeah, tomorrow is the court date for Tami and I. And I'm going to update you folks. It's all good stuff. I'm going to update you folks because I still have some things to prepare tonight. So I have a little more preparation to do. And let me go the other way because there are people over there. And I've got a lot of stuff to do for Dawn. Dawn is getting some special antibiotic medication injected in her. Every night, typically right before bedtime. Hey, Sharona, how you doing? Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? Let me know. Dion said he can hear me. But yeah, so, it takes about 15 minutes to inject everything. She has I forgot I think they call it a PICC line attached to one of her arms, like her left arm. And it's antibiotics because she had a staph infection, and that's going to help get rid of it and clear it. Yeah, we're not saying that here anymore, Dion. We're here to be positive. Tami and I have made peace, and we've resolved this issue. I never wanted it to go to this point. You just haven't been around, dude. So yeah, I don't want people coming out here and saying that maybe what we did was nuts at times. I can't sit here and say I've never come off as being nuts on this platform. I have. I've done some pretty nutty shit, but you know what I'm saying, right? And the last thing that I want, and I'm not criticizing you directly, Dion. I'm saying in general because there were some people yesterday that said some things, and I'm not mad at anyone. But if someone's feelings are hurt, I'm going to address it because I care about people in general. And GLM, if you're still listening, I like everyone, including you. And including you, Sarah. I think you know that. I think Sarah from the drama channel, right? Whatever drama channel she's on, After Dark, Unleashed, she keeps changing it up. I can't keep up anymore with you, Sarah. It's hard to keep up with you. I'll come out and admit that. Sarah's probably saying to our audience, you don't want to keep up with me, Eli. Or you can't keep up with me, Eli. I'm saying that, Sarah. I'm admitting that. I won't even try. And I don't give up easily on anything, but stick around, Sarah, because I have some nice things to say about you, and I truly mean that. This is unprovoked. But first I want to address something from yesterday that I didn't realize until after the show. And Sarah sent me some emails, and they were pretty positive, except one thing. She didn't like. And listen, I'm not looking to offend you, GLM, or you, Sarah. I'm not looking to create any issues. We're all good. I'm not banning anyone. You're not banned here, Sarah. I mean, I'm not banning anyone. I'm done playing these childish games with this one Dramasphere community that's been doing this for the last 5 to 6 plus years. But what I will say, it wasn't nice what you said, about Sarah. I wouldn't say it was super mean, but it was mean, you know. And look, I understand that certain people aren't going to get along. That's your choice who you want to be friends with and who you don't want to be friends with. But I want to be on civil terms with everyone. I love everyone. I don't want to have hatred for anyone. I don't want to be pinned and pitted against anyone. It's another thing this group has done for years, is they pin and pit people against each other. Oh, you got her as a mod in your channel. Oh, you got him as a mod on your channel. I'm like, oh, God, come on. Come on. How does that sound? Now, in all fairness, Sarah, I respected your emails yesterday a lot, and I'll get into some things here in a second. Good stuff about you, and I know the type of content you create, which you and I know that I have an understanding of the type of content you create. But your audience, whether they understand why you create the type of content you do or not, they just don't care. They're there to be entertained. That's it. End of story. And I understand that. It's all good. I wish more people would understand that, so that way people wouldn't say, well, why are you friends with Sarah? Why do you care who I'm friends with is my answer. If I want to be friends with Sarah, Jamie, Tami, if I want to be friends with Coach J, for Christ's sake. I'm not saying I want that right now, but if I want to be friends with Coach J at some point, why the hell is it any of your business? You're going to stop coming to my YouTube channel because I'm friends with somebody else that you supposedly don't like? Is it them you don't like, or is it yourself that you don't like? Now, I'm not throwing this in anyone's face. This is not directed towards you, GLM, or anyone else. This is in general, right? But you know what? If I want to be friends and associate with other YouTubers, content creators, and stuff like that on this platform, I don't want to be questioned on why I'm friends with them. Unless they're like a murderer or something, that's a different story. But none of these people are. Have a lot of us done some dumb shit on YouTube over the years? Yeah, we all have. And just because I want to be friends with someone that you don't want to be friends with, are you going to send me all the reasons on why I shouldn't be friends with them? Like, are you going to send me clips of every fuck up they made on YouTube over the last 6 years to try to get me to disassociate with them? Come on. Who has time for that? How stupid is that? Right? I got a clip of Eli. I got a clip of, GLM. I've got a clip of whatever, right? I've got clips till Kingdom Come. And they're just sitting in the archives, collecting dust. You know why? Because I have love for everyone. I've said that for years. I can forgive anyone. I'll never forget, but I will forgive. Right? Certain things I won't forget, but I will forgive. Forgiveness cleanses the heart and the soul. Nobody's business. Eli, you can be friends with anyone you want, brother. Well, that's true. No, it's okay. Dion, you've been dealing with your own stuff. I know. I know you talked with Dawn a few times over the last month or so, and she's told me I've been very busy, bro. Taking care of Dawn, taking care of this case, doing my content, my walks. I've got some stuff I'm working on with my mother and my brother and my family. I've got a lot going on. I'm really super overwhelmed. But you want to know what? This 50-year-old guy takes a licking and keeps on ticking. I'm still going. Can somebody verify, is the audio still good? Can you guys hear me through the furry ball? Is it crystal clear, or is it a little bit scratchy? Or somebody tell me how the sound is, please. Anyway, so I'm going to start off. This is episode number 680. And the title is Tami, Thank You. And I'm going to go ahead and answer your question. And now I ban you. So is it easier to give up than lose? What kind of a question is that? What kind of a human being are you? I know you're trolling, right? And it's okay. I'll answer your question because I got a lot to say. First of all, this was never about winning or losing to me. This was about the principle of the matter, and that's what it was for Tami. It was about the principle of the matter. You have two people that have been entrepreneurs for a while, and this was a principle type of thing. And if you, sir, because I'm assuming you're a dude, not a chick, because chicks don't troll like that. Most chicks don't troll. This is a dude. This is a pathetic dude trolling, right? If you have not been paying attention to my content where I've tried to be reasonable for the last several months, I've tried to be nice to even to Tami. And we finally got to that point. This is not something that I just thought up at the 11th hour. You know the phrase, the 11th hour, right, Sarah? It's like a legal term. It's more than a legal term, but the 11th hour is, the last hour before the case starts, right? The 11th hour. Just like you say, Sarah, even a broken clock is right twice daily. No offense. I'm not taking offense to it. I mean, I'm not offended by that. I think it's rather funny. Because I've had my broken clock moments, and so has everyone else, right? Hello, Jim. How you doing? Are you here to troll, or are you here to just hang out and chill? We'll soon find out there, Jimbo. It's all good in the hood, right? This has all been a matter of principle for myself and Tami. The right thing to do was to settle for the both of us, because what we really needed to do is just find a way to get both businesses to work initially. All right? You know what? I'm going to go around the street because they're playing music over there. I don't want to go around the music zone. Now, I'm going to mention Sarah quite a bit in this video. It's all good stuff, Sarah. I think you know that. So yeah, regarding the GLM thing, I can't force her to apologize. That's on her, but I addressed the issue. GLM, just, some people, I'm not just saying you, Sarah. There are some people that, are offended a little bit easier or by certain people, and I get it. You two have probably had your moments, and I've had moments with the both of you. It happens. I'm just saying, hey, I like you both. You folks, you both can figure it out. And I just don't want that type of negativity in my chat. I'm not going to ban anybody. I'm just going to acknowledge it whenever it happens. And I'll stand up for the people that I feel are being, criticized in a pretty childish way. That's a childish comment, GLM. No disrespect. We're good. I'm not getting mad. And don't get mad at me because I'm talking about this. We're still good. So that settles that. So yeah. I hope that answers your question regarding why settling is the right thing. It's not worth fighting this because if one of us lost the other case, like if she lost my case on her and or I lose my case on her, or if I lose my case, or if I lose her case on me, I mean, sorry I'm late. Hi, Eli. Yeah, Coach J is back. Coach J, yeah. Nice to see you. Now go home. Go play with your fake silver play button, okay? Coach J, here's the thing. I'm not going to trash talk you. There's a lot I could do to trash talk you. I won't. There's a lot I know that you think I don't. And the thing is, even though there's a lot I know regarding what's going on with you, I'm not going to bash you. If you knew some stuff about me that no one else knew, like you got some information, you'd go blah, 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 YouTube, I'm going live. Hey, everybody. You probably go drunk again like you did one night, man. God, that was... I would never, ever do something like that on YouTube. You could never take that back. Now, see, you're lucky. I'm probably the only person that screen recorded that. But do you see me blasting it out? Yeah, I put it out. Actually, it may still be on. There are some clips. I actually only clipped out a few things where you threatened me. I didn't put any of that other stuff out. But I could. I just don't want to. I just don't care. Can you hear me, AZ Prod and GLM? Can you hear me? Are we good? Coming through the headset microphone? So yeah. Tami and I talked today. We had like a 45-minute private conversation. It was recorded through StreamYard, audio and video. We both recorded it on both of our ends. On my end, because I use OBS, you can only see, you got people that are driving by. Okay, yeah. You see a camera and you got to act like a 2-year-old, right? Of course. That comes to the territory of being a YouTuber, right? Or content creator, however you want to call it. Yeah, I hear YouTuber's a bad word now. Now you should go by content creator. That's the classification, right? So yeah, we talked on StreamYard. We both gave each other permission to, record each other, because you have to give each other permission. We both live in a 2-party state, and we both clearly stated that this is a private video, will not go public. Now, I mean, nothing that was said on there, is going to be any different than what's on the settlement agreement, and and we changed some things up. We negotiated a little bit. We found a happy medium, and we worked it out. And I'm actually really proud of Tami for working it out. I don't want to sound selfish, but I'm proud of myself because this allows me to show my true colors. This is the real me. A lot of you folks think that I'm this crazy amped up dude running around or walking around a park or trail getting triggered and talking shit about people and calling people out. That's not me getting triggered. That's me being passionate about truly caring about every single freaking person on the planet and wishing the best on everyone. But this situation here, I will tell you the good this has done. And that's another reason why I'm thanking you, Tami, because a lot of people would probably think that, hey, two people as strong-willed and strong-minded as Tami and Eli could never, work something out. Never say never. I never give up on people, even though I feel like sometimes I want to. What I do is I just put it out there and sit back. I put it out there, I sit back, I watch, and I wait for the right time. If there is a right time to jump in and respond or get involved in something or whatever, right? But again, I am very happy at the resolution here. Beyond what you folks think. You folks are making it all about this court case and making it dramatic. You guys, see, a lot of you guys that don't like me, the people that don't like myself and don't like Tami, we both have our haters. We talked about that earlier today, right? And we can't let them get to us. We both understood that and agreed to that, right? But to the haters out there, you folks just want to see like a WWE event, or you want to see Judge Judy snap at Eli. And thank you for being honest on your community post, Sarah. I never said you were lying. I think you knew that. I think you knew all along. But you got to do what you got to do. It's that dog again. Well, I'm not going to share what's on the agreement for a couple of reasons. Number one, we're going to go to court tomorrow, and I want to respect Tami. I want to, not put anything out there until it has to go out there. Number two, I'd rather give Tami the opportunity to talk about it first, and I know her and Sarah have a show plan. And look, I want to be a reasonable guy. But does what's on there really matter, or does the biggest factor that matter is the fact that we decided to settle it and squash this and, find peace and solace? And who knows where this goes to down the road. About a year plus ago, it was Sarah once again. She brought Jamie and I back together. Now, I'm not saying that Jamie and I are the best of friends, but we're on civil terms. And, Jamie, I'll stop timing you out, okay? And to be honest with you, Jamie, that was part of my drama content, right? That was part of my back and forth with you, right? Having a little fun like you guys have at my expense, right? If I was really mad at you, James, I would have blocked you. Hey, you got a little fun at times, right? Now, there's more regarding the Sarah thing. I'll get back to that in a second. But what matters the most here is that we did the right thing. It's not about, two people trying to chop each other's heads off. That's what you folks make it about out here on YouTube. And I'm not into that kind of stuff. I'm not into fighting. Honestly, I'm not even into competing. I really never have been into competing. I've always been more into collaborating with people and working together with people to create great causes. I'm glad you guys worked it all out. Well, I appreciate that, GLM. Seriously, look. I understand why people have responded and reacted the way they did. And, until a few days back, when I was just saying, I was just thinking about it, and I heard that show that Sarah did with Tami on it. And I really, really, really believe that Tami was tired. She is. She's tired. I'm tired. She saw me being tired. She saw me on the camera. Yes, I'm tired, Tami. But, we got a lot of responsibility. I got to keep on moving. That's what you're doing too. You got to keep on moving. Yeah, Dawn smokes the ganja. I don't. She does it for medicinal purposes. I've never done it. I don't care to do it. We've got 3 cannabis stores in Redwood City. Have you heard of Embark? I think they have one near your area, GLM. They have one in Alameda. They have one in Redwood City. And you can get some pre-ground flower for like $46 plus tax. It's about $60 because all the cannabis tax is expensive, right? But still, $60 with tax for an ounce is pretty good. And sometimes you get a deal because you can earn points on your purchases. I'm sure tonight I'm on the Legion channel. Now here's the thing, Sarah, regarding that, I know you and Jamie are still business partners, and I know you're being respectful to him, but I think there are times where, let's say, I ever want to stream with you on something, right? We've been talking about some stuff. Sarah and I might, we're not going to say what it is at this point, but Sarah and I might do some streams in the future. We talked about it last year. I'd want to do that on your channel, not because I want to be disrespectful to James. I'll go on James's channel another time. And if you folks are going to sit there and say, "Oh, why are you going on James's panel? Why are you going on Sarah's panel?" I can go wherever the hell I want. If you have an issue with them, it's separate than my opinion, my feelings, or anyone else's. You guys got to get that straight. I'm tired of this group. Why are you going on the panel of a guy that did this? I've never seen him do anything like that. This whole group likes to accuse people of, God, breathing wrong. Can you folks still hear me? Put a 1 to check. Can you hear me clearly? And see me clearly? God. But yeah, no. Numbers being this low here right now, which is not a big deal. It's okay. No, it's probably on Jamie's channel. It's all good. And if not, I'm wrong. No big deal. I'll say this. I'll thank you, Sarah, for something you probably thought I would never figure out. It's a good thing, actually. And you've known me for a while. You know me very well. You know my intuition is pretty damn good, just like yours is. I'm sharing my update on the case that we have decided on a settlement agreement. We're not going to talk about it here, what it is. After tomorrow, I'm going to give Tami the opportunity. She can talk about it with Sarah on their post-courtroom interview. I mean, they had that plan. I don't want to take that from them. Is the fact that I'm trying to be reasonable when in the past I haven't been as reasonable with this group of people? Is the fact that I'm trying to be reasonable throwing people off? Because honestly, I'm just tired. I just want to get along with people like I always have. I really want this group to get along. I'm trying to do my part by not overstepping, knowing my place, knowing when to say stuff and knowing when not to. It's something you gotta acquire to do well out here on YouTube. Maybe it took me 6 years to figure that out. I will admit I am confused. It's regarding the case. Tomorrow is a courtroom case between Tami and I, and we've decided to settle. We have a settlement agreement. I don't know why you're confused. You've been here for a while. It's okay. Maybe if this show's not for you, I mean, you can stick around, try to figure it out, or come back another time. It's up to you. No disrespect. I'm just saying, like, for most of the people that have been here, they know what's going on. Huh. Well, Coach J. Coach J is back again. I don't know what to say, man. So, going back to Sarah for a second here. You and I have always had great instincts and intuition. Sarah, you've got some of the best intuition I've seen. The only other women that compare, Dawn and my mother, are right up there with you. But besides my mother, and until I met Dawn, I've never known someone that's had intuition. Like the way you pick things up. And what a lot of people don't know about you, because of the content you create, is that you actually like bringing people together. And you actually like settling disagreements. You get where I'm going with this, Sarah? I thought about this, and I'm like, I wonder if Sarah ever thought about being a mediator. Right? Could have probably been a good attorney, too, but that's a lot of schooling and a lot of money. But you're one hell of a mediator, Sarah. I was even thinking about it. I think you'll like this. You could start SB mediation, right? What about SB mediation? You can mediate all the bullshit out here on YouTube with all these crazy things happening in this group, right? Because that's what you already do. That's what you do. And you might think I'm crazy, your audience might think I'm crazy, but that's what you do. Because that's what happens out here. You sit back and watch all your stuff. You sit back and watch all this stuff, and you're like, holy shit, man. Wow. You can't make any of this up. I get it. I get it. SB mediation. You should go register, trademark that today, okay? Actually, if you were going to be a mediator, you'd have to actually put your full name out there. But you could still have the SB mediation and then your full name below that. Anyway, enough of that. The reason why I mentioned that, Sarah, is because I want to thank you for your hand in making a lot of things possible for me over the last year and a half. And a lot of people are not going to understand this. A lot of people sit there and watch your streams and they hear you trash talking, but what they don't realize is that's just your clocking in and clocking out job. Now, listen, there are times where I've pissed you off and you pissed me off. Everybody gets pissed at times, and hey, we all have our moments, right? And that's not a big deal. But for the most part, most people don't realize what you really truly enjoy doing the most. You like mediation. You like being a mediator. You like bringing the people together. You like to solve the mystery and bring the people together. It's what you did with Jamie and I. It's what you've done with many other people. And I want to thank you because whether it was intentional or unintentional, I think you had a hand in being able to bring this piece forth with Tami. That stream that you two did made the biggest difference. It really did. And I'm not joking. You know, and here's the thing to the audience out there, to all those people out there, that's fine. If you see me as a lolcow and it makes you happy to see me or call me a lolcow or a cuck or whatever, those are just words. You know what? I want to make you happy too, right? Now, that's not my purpose of being out here. Like, if I really enjoyed, if my purpose was to be an actual clown and put on a clown suit and act like a clown, and I enjoyed doing that as a living, then I would do that. But that's not what I enjoy doing. If you see me as a clown, regardless, and it puts a smile on your face or cracks you up for whatever reason, and I can provide that for you, then hey, more power to you, okay? More power to you. Hang on a second, got some people coming. I'm only doing 2 laps tonight, folks. So probably another, where are we at? We're at 43 minutes. Probably another 15 minutes. We're going to go off the air. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me clearly and see me clearly. Can you hear me through the furry ball? I'm also hoping that sometime this coming week or by next week at the latest, I'm hoping that YouTube will reinstate Tami's channel back. Thank you. I'm curious to see, you know, Tami's been creating some pretty positive content on Rumble while this whole thing was disputed, right? Now, it's not my place to tell you what type of content to create, Tami, but if I'm allowed to have a suggestion, it would be to keep doing what you're doing on YouTube that you've been doing on Rumble. A lot of people were saying, what happened to Tami? She's all of a sudden being real nice and creating positive content. Like, what is wrong? I knew there was nothing wrong. It was basically the fact that she was tired of all this. And the truth of the matter is, give me a second. I think that's an old man and his wife is walking way ahead of him. Are they like having a disagreement? Like they're both like 80, 85. Like, there should be no reason at that point. Like when Don and I are in our mid 80s, I mean, I already love her to eternity now. I love her even more then. That poor guy is like way back there, and she's walking. Maybe they're on a date. I don't know. I almost feel like saying something. I feel bad, but I don't want to, cause any issues, Especially people like in their 80s and stuff, man. I don't want to see that shit, I don't want to see that period, but older couples that have probably been married for 40 or 50 years walking away from each other. Even in their 80s. Women respond to everything emotionally first based on how they're feeling in the present moment. It doesn't change. No disrespect, it's just how it is, right? It's just how it is. Thank you for the one in the chat, Sharoma. Yeah, another thing, and I'm trying to be really respectful to Tami's wishes, but I'm also trying to be supportive over something that I know really hurts you. I'm not talking about the thing with me. Yeah, the thing that happened between you and I, yeah, we don't have to get into that. You know what happened. But I know there are other people that hurt you, Tami, and I know that I don't know how to say this without not respecting your wishes. I do want to respect your wishes, but I know there are people that did you wrong, that affected you, and I feel for that. And most people that know all the characters, I'm going to call all you characters. That's what we are. We're fucking characters. Whether I like it or not. I don't want to be a part of this drama spirit group, but I'm a fucking part of it. I've been part of it for 6 years. You want to quote me on it? Quote me on it. I don't like the shit that happens here. I don't want to be a part of it, but like people just insert themselves into me from that group, even if I don't want to be a part of it. What are your upcoming streams going to be about? Can we get... Yeah, we can do some dance streams over the weekend, GLM. Once this is done, tomorrow, we'll probably talk about it one more time positively and stuff and say, hey, that's that. Now we're working on getting the channel reinstated. All right? I really think there's a good chance YouTube's going to give her channel back. I know exactly what to write. I've got the information. And I'll do what it takes to make it happen. And if it doesn't happen, then, we have an alternate backup, which, Tami can share more about that tomorrow. And if people want to scrutinize her or me for the agreement we came to, you can scrutinize it all you want. We both did what we thought was right. That's exactly what I was saying. If she doesn't get her channel back, then there's another option, which I'm going to leave that to her to talk about that tomorrow. I'm not going to talk about that tonight. I'm going to respect it. Plus, we got to give you folks something to think about, right? But let me see. You're both adults as long as you guys are happy with the outcome. Yeah, we're both very happy with the outcome, GLM. We are. Look, GLM, I don't know how to say this because I don't want to upset Tami or you, but we both know one person. I feel one person really, really hurt her. It wasn't me. Yeah, this whole thing between her and I was painful for the both of us, right? But one person, I feel, really did her wrong. Very wrong. This same person has done me wrong. This same person, GLM, you're friends with. But I'm not sitting here telling you to not be friends with him. You can be friends with whoever you want. You know? Sorry, I just got a text message. I'm almost done. I don't have to respond to it right now. Bypassing my do not disturb list. Only certain people. I'm going to run out and grab Donna and I some Mexican real quick from a Mexican restaurant. She hasn't eaten that before. I haven't eaten at this place in like 15 plus years. It's in downtown Redwood City. Kind of a pain to get to, but I'm going to go get food for us in a little bit. No, I understand. I understand Tami's friends with him. She can be friends with whoever she wants to be friends with. A lot of my empathy towards Tami comes from how I feel he's treated her. Now, that's from what I've seen on the front lines. It could be different behind the scenes. I don't know. It's none of my business. All I'm saying is that I've tried to be empathetic over this for months and months. You got some kids behind me that are trying to fucking troll a person. We're just gonna keep on rolling. I love your streams. Just keep on walking, that's all. Maybe those are the alleged kids that Coach J allegedly paid, right? He comes and admits that he paid them, and then he says he never did. He was just saying that. So, like, does this guy just make everything up? I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, I don't want to be even mean to him. I don't want to be mean to anyone, but it's just like... So, yeah, I've got a few more things to prepare. Do my beer tonight and prepare my new clothes for court. Still going to wear my new clothes. Oh, that dog is still out. Give me a second. I've got a few more things to print out. I got my nice Padfolio, and yeah, tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific. I'm actually not feeling cold right now. It's probably about 60 degrees GLM, but I've been walking, so my body temperature's warm. I'm not cold. I'm all good. Yeah, I probably should have put on a sweater today, but it was a nice day, and it was really nice yesterday. It was nicer yesterday than it is today. So that's why I put on. I haven't even worn a short sleeve shirt in a while. Folks, get your final questions, comments, concerns in the chat. Be going off the air very soon. Another thing I wanted to mention too is that, in talking with Tami earlier today, we really want no drama. We don't want any drama, and the bottom line is, yeah, we understand every now and then people are gonna do the lol cow thing. I mean, her and I both said, I guess I'm a lol cow. She goes, I guess I'm a lol cow too. I mean, it was a really, it was a nice, pleasant conversation. And if that's hard for you folks to believe, that two people that supposedly were going at it, I say supposedly because I never wanted to go at Tami or anything. I don't think she even really wanted to go at me. I really don't think you ever wanted to come at me, Tami. I don't. And again, I think you know my reasons why. I'm trying to be respectful about it because the truth is the truth, right? The truth is the truth. The truth shall set you free too. I believe in that. But I get it. I'm glad you both made peace. Yeah. Could you see yourself collaborating with Coach Tami in the future? I don't think she calls herself Coach Tami, but yeah, it's a possibility. I've encouraged it. I don't see why not. I was going to collaborate with her in the middle of last year. And the only reason why I backed out was because of her association with that one guy that's been coming at me for 4 or 5 years. That's it. It wasn't Will, it wasn't Dana, it wasn't anyone. Like, yeah, they told me a little bit about you, Tami, but the truth of the matter is, it had nothing to do with them. I'm not going to sit there and pass judgment on someone, over what a few people say. But when they reached out to me, and you're collaborating with that guy, or you're doing shows with the other guy that's been coming at me for 4 or 5 years. That's why I backed out. I didn't want to get ambushed by him on these panels. I just didn't want to deal with that. But I think now, this is all said and done. Here's the truth of the matter, okay? Maybe someday down the road, peace will be possible to be made with Coach J too. Maybe at some point, maybe this whole situation might shed some light on him and allow him to reflect a bit and maybe come back and say, hey, I just don't want to fight anymore. And he tried doing that. That's why I brought Coach J back a few years back, right when I got with Don about 2.5 years ago or so. I brought Coach J back because he wanted to just not go at me anymore. He wanted to just be peaceful, right? But what happened? I mean, he got behind the scenes. He got close with my girlfriend, Dawn, and same with his woman. And then they took all the messages that Dawn sent them and put them out there publicly. I mean, neither Dawn or I have forgotten any of the shit that happened in 2022 and in the beginning, the first half at least of 2023. We haven't forgotten that, but we've forgiven. Dawn and I have both forgiven everyone. And Dawn is just focused on bettering herself and getting healthy. And Tami, thank you for your kind words about Dawn. I really appreciate it. Dawn appreciates it too. I mean, Dawn is fine. She's on a lot of medication, and she sleeps a lot during the day because of that medication. But when Dawn, is up to it, medical wise, then she'll come out and make a statement. I would love to do a show with my lady. Maybe we can do a show. Maybe Dawn and I can do a show sometime this week from the couch. But thank you again, Tami. Thank you to you too, Sarah, for being a great mediator. I honestly mean that. Thank you to you, GLM, for being understanding that, hey, look, sometimes people are going to take offense to something that you may think is a funny. Like, I'll tell you this, GLM and Sarah, like 4 or 5 years ago, a lot of the stuff that I ignore today, I would have been offended by. I've learned that if you're going to survive on this platform, you got to have thick skin times 10. Like, I had thick skin before I came out here. I say this all the time, but I'll say it again. When I first came on YouTube, I already had thick skin. Not good enough. I now have thick skin times 10. You've got to. If you don't have strong, thick skin, and you can't ignore most of the stupid, petty shit, you're gonna stress yourself out to the point of where you'll have a heart attack, or who knows, something worse. You don't want that to happen to yourself. Peace is always the best option. It is. I want to thank everyone for watching here. We've only got 23 people. That's probably because there's a big production on this, on the Legion group. But to all of you over there, for whatever reason you're watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting even Jamie and Sarah. And I'll even say this. This could be even on Susie's. I don't know where it's at. It doesn't matter. God bless all of you. Thank you for supporting Susie too. I'm gonna take the high road. I'm done. I'm just done arguing. I never wanted to argue people. Like, I just want people to get along. Weed is the second best option. Well, that's in your opinion. Right? That's your opinion, right? I think Don would agree with your opinion. GLM. When Don gets better, you two can hang out sometime and have what they call a sesh, right? They call it a sesh, right? A session, sesh. Is that what you ganja smokers call it? She's laughing, yeah. I don't think I left anything else out. I gotta go. Gotta get food for Dawn. Eat dinner with her. Inject her medication. Do my beard. And still have a little bit of prep for the case tomorrow. God bless all of you. With that being said, have a good one. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.